You know, one of the absolute coolest things that I get to do is see products long before they hit the public market. In some cases, some of them don't ever hit the public market because we'll get out and field test them, and us among others will say this just isn't going to work. But in other cases, you get to see some of the most cutting edge, most unique products, you know, sometimes even a year before they hit the market. So when I heard about the new Garmin PanOptix, basically an all-seeing sonar device, I was like, how's this going to work? Is this something super unique? Well, I mean, what's it going to be? I mean, I'm hearing these stories about I can throw my bait out there and I can see it. And I'm not talking about below my boat, I'm talking off out in the distance. I'm talking that I could scan around and see things in front of me and to the side that are live, not something that's already passed on the screen. I mean, instantaneous feedback. I thought, well, this is going to be kind of unique, but how hard is it going to be to use? What are we talking about? And so when it came time to be able to go and get this mounted on my boat and watch the guys put it on and get some of the instantaneous feedback from a guy that absolutely knows more about sonar than anybody I've ever met in my life, Daryl Rollins, I was pretty jacked up, to say the least.
So pretty much wherever the arrow is
correct.
Basically where we're pointing at.
Yeah, and what you do is you lie in the middle of that transducer on the shaft with the arrow.
Okay.
And if you do that, then when you put that bait out there, wow, there's your bait.
Wow.
See it?
That's freaking awesome. Now hop it off. Will you see it when you hop it up? That's it right there. Yeah. That was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
PanOptix is Garmin's new sonar technology, and it's amazing. I liken it more to a video camera than traditional sonar. With traditional sonar, you're seeing basically that split second, and then it's always in the past. As it scrolls along, the older it gets. With PanOptix, you're seeing it real time. You're seeing structure around, you're seeing fish. They can be swimming towards you, away from you, rising or diving. You can see your bait, all of that in real time. So you're actually watching fish swim around below and around your boat. It's an impressive technology, and there's really nothing else out there like it. It's something that an angler really has to see to believe. It's that impressive.
What this technology does is, this is the transducer right here in the boat. And every time this transducer shoots an impulse down, it refreshes the entire screen all at once. So you don't feed data across the screen that becomes history after it gets about a ½ inch across the screen. It's already behind the boat. This is real-time data that you're looking at here. As you can see right here, that's our bait right there. I mean, you're looking at it at the same time that it hits the bottom and that I pull it back up off the bottom. What I like about it is that I can put a bait in the water and I can watch how the fish react to the bait. So I can see the fish come to the bait, I can see the fish look at the bait, I can see whether they like the bait or they dislike the bait. If they dislike the bait, they'll just turn and run straight from the bait. And you see all that in real time. So you know whether you've got the right bait on, right color on, and what he wanted. If you're not running a Garmin, you're going to be fishing for some place behind the guys that are running Garmin.
Something's coming up, getting agitated, coming towards her bait. Oh, got him, holy cow, did you see that? You actually can see it on the screen. You saw that fish come up off the bottom and just kind of started hesitating, and it's a smallmouth. You could see that fish on the graph literally come up off the bottom and set up to ambush that bait. And then I felt the bite. Holy cow. That's crazy. I mean, you could see, literally, you could see the little red dot as it got bigger and bigger as this smallmouth came up off the bottom, and then our bait kind of comes in the picture and just loads it up. That is such an amazing technology, and I'm telling you, if you don't have one, and the guys that have one around you, they're gonna get an advantage on you, no doubt. That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't even know what to say. Very rarely do I get speechless on something, but I literally was watching the screen and we had seen some action down there. You could see the bait come through, you could see the bait come through. One small fish kind of swiped at it and you could tell it wasn't a very big dot. And then that time you could see that fish kind of come up off the bottom, and then the next thing you know, we had a bite as that crankbait went right over the top of it. That's literally live view fishing right there. You're seeing everything as it's really happening. In most traditional sonar, what you see on the screen, by the time it's in the middle, it's already passed. This is instantaneous live feedback right there. And I mean, what better example right there than to see what we just saw right there.
This truly does change the way fishermen will fish. When they can see fish in real time, they can see structure in real time, and just throw their bait where they need to throw it, where the fish are and where the structure is. It truly does change the game for fishing. PanOptix is going to be one of those technologies that you're going to see more and more anglers with every season.
The versions that are out right now are basically one that mounts on your transom, so you're basically seeing down, and that's going to be very big to the guys that are, you know, your offshore fishermen, some of your walleye guys, you know, guys that are drowning bait off to the side. I think that's going to be huge. And then there's the forward-looking one that mounts on your trolling motor, so that basically wherever your arrow is pointed, you're seeing what's going on around it. And to see these advancements and to see this instantaneous live, you know, to be able to see these dots, be able to see things that are going on, see grass lines, see drop-offs in a manner off to the side of my boat. Still, I don't understand all of its applications, but what I do understand, most revolutionary sonar device that I've ever seen.